Play. So how are you doing? Hello, Lynn.
Yes,
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine.
Did you have a good holiday?
Um, yes,
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
yes.
Okay. You're having a background today, okay. Sorry, my background is there, but my face is not showing. I don't know why. I had this issue in this device, but I think it's the one that's gonna work right now. So sorry for that. And okay, you've got glasses. Seems that you've enjoyed your vacation because you spent like how many weeks? 3 weeks or two
Uh,
weeks for your vacation?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, right? So you've
Yeah.
been gone for 3 weeks. How did you visit your like family in your hometown?
Um, um, my family. Yes.
Yeah. Did you go on, where did you go for vacation?
Um, I um I I go in school.
Sorry?
Uh, I go back to school now.
Oh, you went back to school right now. Okay. But during your vacation, did you visit like your grandparents, your uncles and aunts? Let me type it in. Let me share. Mm, look, let me share my screen. And then, can you see this?
Uh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. For vacation, did you, yeah, hometown? This one.
Um, I know.
No.
God, yes. Um, uh, Grandparent and uncles will be home. Will be at my home.
Oh, okay. So they are the ones who will visit you. Visit you
Uh,
instead of, right? So they are the ones who visited you.
yes.
Okay, got it. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Lynn. And for today, we will have a new lesson. Okay. Yeah. So We will talk about future. Can you tell me, like, what do you plan in the future?
Plan.
What do you plan to do?
Um, um,
Or
I
yeah, go ahead.
I think about uh going to university and um get getting a job.
Okay. So going to the university, and then after that, you're thinking to get a job. All right. Now, thank you so much for sharing that, Lynn. We talked about this before, right? And this is like the things that we usually plan, like what we want to do in the future. So let's start with this presentation and we'll try to read the vocabulary words that we have. So let's start with this one. Can you help me with the first vocabulary?
Yes. Do laundry.
Okay. So do laundry, this one?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So do you do your laundry? Do you
What?
wash your own clothes?
Um, I wash. Um, I want to. Um,
Sorry, I
the
wash.
I wash the shirt, white shirt.
Okay. So you washed the white shirt. That's an example of you doing a laundry. Okay. So usually for me, during the weekend, if I don't have work, I do the laundry for my family members and myself, right? When I was studying, of course, I do the laundry only for myself, right? Now, that's do laundry for you. Next one, we have the word, what?
Baseball.
Okay, baseball. Do you play baseball?
I don't know. Like
You don't. Okay, that's okay. How about this one? What's this one?
basketball.
Okay. Do you play basketball?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice, right? So basketball is a team sports. This is what, very common to play for like normal people. Like a lot of people are playing basketball. So those are the kind of things that we plan to do in the future, maybe by next weekend you're planning to do your laundry, and maybe if you love sports, then you want to be a basketball player, a baseball player. So those are the things that we want to do in the future. Now let's have some grammar practice for this. So there we are talking here about this one. Can you help me read?
Near future tense.
Correct. So near future tense. Um, it's gonna happen not too far from now, okay? But it's gonna
Okay.
happen in the future, and we know when it would happen. So the pattern is like this. Can you help me read this one?
Subtract plus be or am or are plus going to plus verb information.
Okay. So verb in actually it's infinitive. So verb, which is infinitive form. For example, I am going to watch basketball. Right? So that's an example of the near future tense. Let's try to have an example, another sample sentence here. Can you help me?
I feel exhausted. I am going to be ill.
Yeah, this one here we pronounce exhausted.
Exhausted.
Okay. So sometimes if you know your body well, right? If you feel exhausted, if you feel that you have a sore throat, a headache, you know that you're gonna be sick. So, you know, in the near future, I'm going to be ill.
Yep.
Okay, ill means sick.
Yes.
All right. So let's have another one. We have,
Look, it's gray. It's going to rain.
okay. So whenever we do the subject, okay, and then the be verb like is, but it's shortened, and going to, and then your verb, right? So there's usually an indicator. Okay, you see an indicator here. It's
Yeah.
gray, meaning the clouds, maybe she or he is seeing the clouds outside and it's gray, and he knows it is going to rain. So same goes here. If you're feeling exhausted, right? If you feel that you're very, very tired, then most likely you're gonna be sick. So that's the most common way of knowing what is like how to identify a near future tense. We have another example here. Can you help me read this one?
I am going to travel in Huế tomorrow.
Okay. So when are they going to travel? When are they going to travel?
Um, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right? So it is in the future, but it says near future because it's exactly gonna be tomorrow, not next year, not in next 10 years, right? It's gonna be tomorrow. So that's how we identify a near future tense. Do you have like any questions or clarifications about this?
Um, no.
No questions. Okay. Let's try to check that out later, okay? So here, earlier we talked about the near future tense. And this time we have, can you help me read this one here?
Present continued tense.
Okay, on time. Present,
Present
continuous.
continuous.
Okay. Continuous tense.
Continuous tense.
Okay, one more time. Present continuous tense.
Present continuous tense.
Okay, almost there. We're just missing the S sound here. So please be careful when you read next time, okay? But that's how it's pronounced. So present continuous tense, meaning it is currently happening and will still continue to happen in the near future. For example, let's give this one a read here. Can you help me read this one?
J- G- Jim is watching television. Sorry. Jim is watching television at the moment.
Correct. So Jim is watching, meaning right now, Jim is watching television, and maybe he will continue to watch up until later. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, watching, I want you to take note that continuous tenses are using the verb with the ing form. Okay. If you've noticed here, we will have the ing form for all the continuous tenses. Okay. So that's number one example. Actually, describe something which is happening at the moment of speech, meaning during the time that you said it, it is already happening. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's have number two usage. Can you help me read this one?
Describe an action that is taking place now, but not at a exact moment of speech.
Okay. So meaning this is earlier when you said it, when you said the word, that is what exactly is happening right now. But on the second usage, it could be that it already took place, like it already happened. It's still happening, but you don't know if it is really happening real time. So, for example, here, can you help me read this one?
John is working in London.
Correct. So, John is working in London, which is happening, but you don't know if the time that the person said this is if it's morning or if it's nighttime, we don't know, right? So when he said John is working in London, it is happening, but we just don't know what time exactly it is happening. Got it? Any
Yeah.
questions for this too?
No.
No questions. Okay. So, if you don't have any question, let's have number three usage. Can you help me with this one?
Describe an event plan planned in the future.
Okay, this one planned with the D sound. Planned.
Plan
Okay. To describe an event planned in the future. For example, we have this one.
this. I'm taking my French class on Tuesday.
Okay. So it is still considered as present continuous because it is happening not really right now but still going to be in the future, and you will continuously do that. For example, I will be taking my English classes on Friday. So that's how you describe a future plan. Okay, you say what you plan and then you can tell them when is it going to happen. Any questions for number three?
Um, no.
No questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of describing an event that is planned in the future?
Um, I, I,
Yeah, take your time. Go ahead. Hmm. Any idea?
Um, I am meeting my friend tomorrow.
Okay, awesome, right? So you use the ing form for meeting, which is right. And then you have a schedule for tomorrow. Okay, so that is how you describe a future event that you already planned beforehand. Okay, next we have, can you help me read this one?
To describe a temporary
One more time, this one.
temporary situation.
Okay, this one, temporary, temporary.
Temporary.
So meaning it's not really going to happen always. It's not permanent, but you're just describing what is the situation right now. For example, this one.
What?
Can you help me read this one here?
I'm staying with a friend for a few days.
Okay. So I'm staying with a friend for a few days. For me, I can give an example like I'm having the classes in the morning in the next week, something like that. So it's not gonna be all the time, but just for next week, I will be having morning classes, just like this one. Okay. Now, can you
Uh,
give me an example of? Oh, not an example. Let's move on. To number 5 here. Can you help me with this one?
to emphasize
Okay, one more time. Emphasize.
emphasize the frequency of an action.
Okay. Meaning to emphasize is to give like importance, okay, to give a highlight to the frequency, how often, how frequent the action is. For example,
Um, he he is always for getting his homework.
okay, awesome. So you use the word always. Okay, he is always forgetting his homework. So the word always is a frequency word that tells you that it's not happening just once, it's happening most of the time. That's why you use the word always. The example here says, the child is always crying for no good reason. Okay. So that's how you use frequency of an action in your sentence. Okay. Any questions?
Mm, no.
No. Okay. Let's have number 6. Last one. Can you help me read here?
To describe changing situation.
Okay. Changing. Meaning it is still happening, right? Something that is still going on. Let's read our sample sentence for us to better understand. Can you help me with this one?
Um, uh, her her health is improving by
The leaps, the S here.
by by leaps bounds.
Okay. Leaps are like jumps, but quite longer. A leap is a small jump, but has a longer distance as a result. So whenever we want to describe, again, a changing situation, okay, it says here her health is improving by leaps bound or by leaps bounds. So the word here still says improving. This can change in the future, right? Could also improve more or could also deteriorate, like it's not gonna be improving anymore. So that's why present continuous tenses are being used in a lot of different ways. Today we talked about six of them and how it is being used in a sentence. But in general, they are still called the present continuous tense. Any questions? Any clarifications?
No question.
No question. Okay. Can you try? Let's try to see the next page. Okay. So we have here the form like the positive, negative, and then the question form. Okay. Now, can you change this with using the verb eating? Eat. Yeah. Can you make me a positive sentence, a negative sentence, and the question sentence using the verb eat?
Um, Three is three eating. Three is
Mhm. He is
eating.
eating. Okay, that's the positive one, okay? He is eating. How about the negative one?
Uh, Three isn't eating.
Sorry, can you repeat that one?
Three isn't eating.
Good job. So she isn't eating. How about the question form?
Is is three eating?
Here, is he eating? Okay, so that's an example of how we make our sentences in a positive, negative, and a question form. Now, let's try to choose the correct answer. We have an activity here. Can you help me read and answer question number one?
Yes. Tonight I I I will stay home. I have rented a video.
Okay. So remember the near future tense? If it is a near future tense, will we use will or going to? Which one?
Going to.
Going to. Okay. So again, for near future tenses, we always use the word going to. So can you help me read your answer using this letter A? Tonight?
Tonight I am going to stay home. I have rented a video.
Okay, awesome. And that's how you answer it. How about number two?
I feel dreadful. I am going to be sick.
Very good. Going to be. Number three,
Um, where are you going? I am going to see a friend.
very good. Number four,
I don't know.
he,
Sorry. He isn't going to take part in this contest because he is ill.
Okay. He isn't going to take part in the contest. Okay. Number five.
Where I'm building the school next year.
Okay. Next year. Is it our buildings or will build
Building.
our building? Okay, awesome. So this is a near future plan, right? So you're correct. You should use letter A. Don't be confused. It is already a plan that they will build the school next year. So that's why letter A is the correct answer. All right. Now let's have another set of class. Let's join this meeting again. Okay. I just need you to have like be back in 1 minute. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.